You're listening to Winnipeg's Classic 107. My name is Simon Rusnak. Get ready for WSO Al Fresco. The Winnipeg Symphony Orchestra is set to get some fresh air with two upcoming summer concerts in the next few days. One in Winnipeg, another in Kenora. To hear more, I'm joined by Associate Conductor of the WSO, Julian Pellicano. Welcome back.
Thanks for having me again, Simon.
Well, before we get to the concerts, let me clarify. Not only welcome back to Classic 107, but welcome back to Winnipeg. You've spent the past 4 weeks or so in Toronto working with and making your debut conducting the National Ballet of Canada. Congrats, Julian.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah.
Romeo and Juliet, what was the experience like?
It's Romeo and Juliet is Prokofiev's score is one of the great masterpieces of the 20th century. It's a piece that all orchestras love to play. And in the National Ballet's production, which is choreographed by Alexei Radmansky, it's a beautiful, absolutely stunning production and in a beautiful theater. So it was a great experience. Wonderful orchestra, the National Ballet Orchestra. So I was really happy to be able to be there, to debut there, and especially with that score, which is outstanding music.
Well, just so thrilled for you. We here in Winnipeg just know how talented you are. Your ability is always on full display, working as principal conductor of the RWB, but thrilled that you're getting this recognition elsewhere, but also returning back home to us here in town. You're back just in time for the WSO summer concerts, beginning with what has become a yearly tradition, performances in Assiniboine Park at the Lyric Theatre. These must be special shows, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. They're so much fun. And, I usually... this is only my second time conducting at the Lyric, and it'll be my first time conducting in Kenora, because usually I'm away and the duties of conducting our summer concerts fall on our music director. But I am taking them over this year, and I am so excited. I tell you, the last time I was at the Lyric, it was so hot, and it takes place, the way that the stage is situated, the setting sun just beams on the stage. And I did not wear a white jacket. I had a black jacket on, and I was absolutely broiling on that stage. So I think I immediately went out and bought a white jacket.
So I imagine you'll be sporting the white jacket.
Absolutely, 100%.
So, I mean, you mentioned the temperatures, you mentioned the heat. Are there any other challenges when it comes to a symphony orchestra performing outdoors?
Well, we always have to take the wind into consideration.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, at the Lyric, we don't deal with insects, but that's always the normal outdoor things that everyone deals with, except that you also have to play a violin or a trumpet or, at the same time.
Yeah, and sometimes those mosquitoes want that up-close experience of the symphony orchestra.
But I always try to, choose music that is going to sound great outdoors. It's going to have the full wonderful sound of the orchestra going out there to our audience who's relaxing on the lawn, hopefully with something nice to eat and to drink. It's going to be wonderful.
So speaking of that music that is performed outdoors, accompanying you in studio is just a massive stack of music. There's no other way to describe it. So what's on the program then for the Lyric show?
I always bring, I don't know why I always bring my scores with me when I come here, but it's like I wanted to show you this because it is not simple. This concert seems like we just get up there and we play, but it's not simple. There's a lot of different kinds of music. It's a lot of preparation that goes into planning an event like this. And I wanted to choose a concert that, music that where once again, the orchestra will sound wonderful. We hear them do what they do best. And just show our audience, either audience members who come to the concert hall all the time throughout the year, or maybe those that don't, and this may be their first time hearing the symphony, a little bit of what we do throughout the year and maybe a couple of things that we're going to preview for next year. So, we have some excellent music here. I can just go through it. There's tons of
rattle off a couple composers' names.
Okay, we have one of my favorite pieces from Aida, the Triumphal March. It's one of the great orchestral moments in opera. There technically is a chorus, but we do the orchestral version. We also have, from opera, the Overture of Light Cavalry by Van Suppé, which is really one of my favorite pieces, and might be one of the only pieces worth playing out of the 85 operettas that he...
Yeah, he wrote a ton, and that's the one we know, right?
That's the one we know, but it's really good. We're bringing in at the Lyric, we're bringing some music from Swan Lake, which we just performed this year, but really hearing the Winnipeg Symphony play Swan Lake, I mean, they are just so deep into that that ballet. It's going to be phenomenal. When we're out in Kenora, we're going to be featuring a wonderful local singer, Laura Cotton, who's going to be singing with the Winnipeg Symphony for the first time, making her debut, and she sounds incredible. What else do we have? Some music by Handel, the music for the Royal Fireworks, originally an outdoor piece.
Of course.
You know, we kind of have to, and it's one of my favorites. I love those big Handel pieces.
Yeah.
What else we got here as I sort through this giant, we have this really wonderful piece by Jared Tate. It's an indigenous composer of the Chickasaw Nation down in the United States. And this is a piece of music that we actually played for thousands of elementary school kids during our Adventures in Music programming this year, which I conducted. And it's just so good. I wanted to play it for everyone. So we're playing a piece of his called The Moccasin Game, which is from a larger piece called Shamasham. And it's just a really amazing, really cool piece by Jared Tate. He's an incredible composer. A little bit of music from Dvorak's Symphony No. 8, some music by Smetana. The music of Lysenko.
Mykola Lysenko.
The overture to Taras Bulba.
That's a great work. It really, really is. And it's one that the WSO has performed before. For the Husli concert, we used it, actually, a few years back.
We have performed it before. This concert, and I don't know if we're talking about the same concert, but I remember the very first time I conducted this piece, I was in the pit. Husli was on that concert. Rusalka was on that concert. And we performed this piece as an orchestral interlude. It was a very, very powerful moment. And all throughout this year, we have been on all of our Masterworks concerts highlighting Ukrainian composers. And we wanted to do the same on this series of concerts. And this is just the perfect piece to do that because it's one of Ukraine's most famous composers.
Yeah, he certainly is.
And it's just a fantastic piece of music.
I think what's so striking here is just the variety of programming that is queued up for this summer concert series. And I think what's really cool here is, like you say, there's people who are going to attend these concerts in the park who are regular symphony goers, but there's also people who are going to go for the first time. It's a free show. Bring a lawn chair, bring some snacks. And there's also going to be people who are just happen to be making their way through the park and are going to hear this music and are going to be keen to hear more, right?
Absolutely. I mean, you've kind of just summarized probably what will happen.
I think, it is.
And
a little play-by-play,
Hopefully all those things will happen. People, it's just, there's something about hearing live music outdoors. And in Winnipeg, as everybody knows, there's such a wide variety of genres of music and concerts and events to go to. And this is just one more. This is this is maybe the only event where you get to hear a full live symphony orchestra in a beautiful location like Assiniboine Park and be out in the open air. Things just sound different also when you're outside.
Yeah, they do.
And
the
food
do.
tastes better. The music sounds more extravagant,
That's so true. So why not head on down to the Lyric Theatre at Assiniboine Park, and then the show hits the road at the Kenora Harbourfront on Sunday, live at the Jarnell Contracting Pavilion. And like you mentioned, guest vocalist Laura Cotton to perform music of Edith Piaf and Joni Mitchell. Just before I let you go, Julian, the WSO released their 2023-24 concert lineup, as always featuring a wide variety of shows at the Centennial Concert Hall. Anything in particular that you're looking forward to, or are you working through this program first?
Oh, no, I'm working on this program for sure this week, but I have my sights long into the future set. As you know, I conduct our concerts on the Live at the WSO series, and it'll be my second time on stage with Stephen Page.
That's wild.
Really looking forward to that. We're bringing back Natalie McMaster.
Wild.
Who I conducted on my very first year in Winnipeg. December 2013, we did a show together.
No way.
And I've been wanting to have her back. She's very, very busy. We finally got her, and she just puts on such an incredible show. And the other thing that I'm currently working on, so I can't give you all the details, but we have Eli Glasner, who's coming.
Oh, yeah.
And we're doing a show together of classic
movie stuff, right?
Academy Award-winning film scores, and he is going to be on stage, and we are going to be talking about the music and about the films and just playing a lot of music that has probably never been played in Winnipeg before, from incredible films going all the way back to the 1930s.
Oh, wild. So much to look forward to.
Yeah.
I got to say, the BMO Night at the Movies series is always a hit, and Star Wars: A New Hope is also happening. I mean, what else is there to say? Star Wars is happening.
And it's May the 4th.
Yeah, I mean, how much better could it be? How much better could it be? Also want to mention, June 30th is the early bird deadline for WSO season series or flex pack, savings up to 50%. We know we here in Winnipeg love a deal, and 50% deal, I mean, certainly nothing to scoff at. WSO.ca, the place to go to get those early bird prices, as well as details on the free upcoming shows. Julian, as always, thanks for joining me here at Classic 107.
It's always a pleasure.